Hi, my name's Patty, and I'm here today to walk you through the Examen. Notice that the image behind me is a path. We are all on a spiritual journey, and the path that we each take looks very different. Yet our paths should lead us closer to God, and the Examen is a beautiful way of spending our day in reflection, in looking back on the day, and knowing where God was present, recognizing those beams of light that come into our day that are God shining down upon us. And so today we're going to really focus on the last few days or the last few hours, however you choose to spend your time in this Examen. But looking at where God has been present and how God has helped us to open our eyes, to see Him more clearly, to see Him revealed to us in our day-to-day life. And so let's begin by just getting comfortable. Get comfortable in your seat, wherever you are seated, and put your feet on the floor. Relax, get comfortable. And take a deep breath, breathing in the love of God. And breathing out any of those distractions that hold us away from God. And just take a few cleansing breaths here. And as we relax into God's loving presence, ask God to open our eyes. Open your eyes to see the last few hours, the last few days, not through our own eyes, but through God's eyes. And so just open yourself to being in God's presence and seeing through His eyes. And so when you are ready, begin to walk through those last few hours, those last few days, reviewing them in thanksgiving. Recognize the goodness and the beauty of all that you have had. Pay attention to the things that you did, the things that you saw, the people you saw. Thank God along the way for each of the gifts that He has given you on this journey. Now that you have walked through the days, the hours, pay attention to what emotions have come up for you. Any feelings? Maybe they were joy and happiness. Maybe they were sadness or anger. What are the feelings, the emotions that arise in you as you look over your day. Choose one of those feelings to sit with. When we explore our feelings, we start to see our heart a little bit better. We start to see the heart of God. So sit with that feeling. Spend some time with it. Pay attention to it. Now that we have looked at the past few hours or days and recognized those feelings that are still very present to us, it's time to look to the future and inviting God to join us as we enter into the next few hours or the next few days. Asking God to open our eyes, to reveal Himself to us. Asking for His help along the way. But most importantly, that we can be able to clearly see Him and His presence as we move forward. And so good and gracious God, thank you for this time in prayer of looking over the last few days, the last few hours, recognizing your presence within them, becoming aware of those feelings that I carry, whether they draw me closer to you or further away from you. May my knowledge and understanding of the past and the present help me, guide me into the future so that I can continue to intentionally move in a direction of seeing you, of having my eyes open to your presence, my eyes open to your goodness in my life. Amen. Thank you for joining me for the Examen today.